Alrighty, welcome everybody. This is gonna be a really weird kind of test run of a couple of different things. My wheel setup and everything. This was kind of spur of the moment, but um, my hope with this is that we are going to kickstart a new moment. So my plans are to do sports car racing, more seriously. Take that how you will. My point with this is that, later at some point I will have, hopefully, my plan is to have, here, let me settle this so it isn't as confusing, because I'm doing a bad job of explaining it. So my idea for this entire idea is I'm going to progress through different ranks of the sports car ladder, based somewhat on realism. So starting with the GR86 is my plan. That may change. Then moving probably to GT4 and then GT3 and then multi-class racing. In there, I might do a couple other series that I kind of want to do. I've just been feeling a really heavy sense of doing road. I'm not very great at road. I'm not terrible, I don't think, but I'm not amazing. So yeah, another thing is that I plan on making more true videos. So even this, I'm planning on getting or making a like a highlight video, basically, of like the best moments of the race. And like doing more stuff with kind of that element, like maybe even setting it up where like I can make setting it up where I can make like recaps of the week and so on, and more videos really talking to you guys and kind of gain a better understanding. I feel like that was so unfortunate. That was so unfortunate. A little frustrating there. That car just blocked me. I should have been as aggressive. But yeah, you know, I'm super interested in kind of that element of things. So I've been racing this series a little bit. This is a track that I own. This is a free track, Oulton Park. I've raced here a decent amount of times, way back when I ran a league. Like I want to say like legitimately 5 years ago, 5 or 4 years ago, when I ran my own iracing league. We used to run this, not too often. I wasn't a fan. I didn't think it produced good racing. But yeah, so I do have a history at this circuit. I think that it's fine. And yeah, really my point with this entire thing is to hopefully get an understanding of, like, you know, what to do. I feel like I'm very weak when it comes to actually racing. And instead of trying to learn with the fastest cars, I want to learn with the slowest cars. I'll move up when I feel like I have confidence in the car to maximize it. That's kind of my goal. So these are kind of test runs. I want to make sure that I can stream and record at the same time without noticing issues. So this could very well be a slightly lower quality stream. I know my streams unfortunately are never the highest quality that I wanted to. I gotta upgrade some of the parts in my PC, I feel like, in order to really get everything how I want it to be, but got loose there, but was able to rein it back in. So this is a rain race. It's kind of a cool rain race because it's not a downpour, but there will be moments where it legitimately rains and the water, it seems like on this track right now, is noticeable. So I did know that these cars were rain enabled, but still overall very inexperienced with rain altogether. Yeah, I'm just super excited. Again, I'm kind of biding time for the next season to begin, honestly, but I'm really looking forward to hopefully really sinking my teeth into this car. Last race, I've done 2 races so far. The first one was a disaster. I was spinning out. I was doing all that. The only good thing is I didn't have car contact during the entire race, but I wasn't on pace. I was slow. I was spinning out, which is really bad. And then I did a second race where I felt really confident. I felt like I was really getting at the car. As we see, it's now raining officially right now. So the clear skies. Well, actually, it's only raining on the front stretch. See, this is such a cool part of iRacing. One of my favorite things is just the dynamic conditions is so cool. I don't think it'll ever get old. I think I'll love it until the day that I die, you know. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying, honestly. Oh, I think I was talking about my previous race. Yeah, I was like getting used to kind of the track, and overall was, you know, kind of getting comfortable with it, and was doing best lap after best lap. I think I got into the 51s. If I do that here in qualifying, I'll be ecstatic. I honestly don't think that will happen, but if I can get it close to like the 55s, something that I got to get really used to is having ABS. I know that I raced some prototype, some hypercars this season. I went out and bought one of those. By the way, that hypercars are part of this career mode. I don't know if I'll actually do them, but if I feel like I'm confident with the GT3s, then maybe I'll move to like LMPs and then maybe hypercars. Barely saved the car there. I was very scared. But you know, those cars have, I believe, anti-lock brakes. That could be, get ready for me to embarrass myself. Maybe they don't, but I believe they do. But yeah, it's something I'm not too used to. With most road, I'm more of a formula person. Not that I'm good at either, but I love endurance racing, and I find it really fun to participate. That was definitely not the that was definitely not the best turn one. I'll try settling down here. A bit iffy turn 2. This section of the track is very iffy. It's actually starting to get really good, though. And I've almost spun out numerous times here. That time I don't. Yeah, the conditions are definitely getting better. I was worried I wasn't going to get the car stopped in time. But I managed to. Just barely. I think really turn 1 and 2 kind of ruined this lap, but... Damn it. Ah! On the exit there. If it wasn't for the exit, that would have been okay. I think I just need to learn to be more aggressive on braking. I'm very, very, like, hesitant. Because, again, like, this car brakes pretty fast, actually. I sent it fully around. So that's going to be it for qualifying. That wasn't the best. Yeah, I feel like I could have broke into the sub 2 minutes easily. I think that qualifying run is going to be heavily... heavily put under pressure. Even in a lobby like this where I'm one of the better drivers, which is never a good sign. I want to say like 1,700, maybe 1,600 drivers, so we're pretty close to average. So we'll make our way around the track, and then come into the pits. I don't think that lap was indicative of really the pace that we have, but... So yeah, as I was saying, I don't quite know how this is all gonna go. I've had problems with stream quality before. I've had problems with recording quality. So really just trying to make the most of everything, and just kind of see how it goes. Honestly, I'm thankful. There's gonna be another practice run of this entire thing. This season, I think at... I actually don't even know. I don't remember what track they're at, but... So yeah, we're near the bottom. Again, I feel like we could have ran a 159, 158. We're just too aggressive. Too early, I think, into turn 1, which I should have known after the first lap that was going to be the case. Slower is probably better and faster. Just things I gotta learn, I guess. But yeah, I don't remember. I can look here, I think. Daytona, the Daytona road course. Not one of my favorites. I actually kind of don't like the Daytona road course. I've never been very good at it, but we'll do that. Right now, actually, we're in the middle of like a dry spell here. I don't know how much longer the dry spell will go on, but it seems like this will be a zero rain race, actually. I could be wrong, though. Maybe this comes up in 15 minutes. I'll be honest, I don't quite know how to read all of that, but... so we're going to be starting 11th.
One to go. Next time, Burrow, line up on the right side. Pit road is closed. We expect rain soon. You're on a wet tyre. estimated SOF is 1,619. We expect to be fighting for the podium.
Oh, well, we got a lot of ground to make up if that's what is being expected. Dry or slick?
Still waiting on
Unfortunately, Andrea Manny, both of those mean the same thing. But I don't think any of the tires are slick, even. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe the dry tires are slicks, but... yeah, I'm gonna be honest. My goal for this race is simple. Let's keep it without any big incidents.
Waiting on the final car to grid.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Yo.
Everyone's gridded.
Oh, Harrison. Oh, Harrison, I'm gonna be very slow at the start.
That's good to hear from a guy starting behind us. Because I'm gonna be starting slow. Not a lot of reasons to risk it for no biscuit at all.
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, good luck. I think we're going.
Green. The pace car is off. Be ready.
Checking my mirrors. We really have a bad apex into this corner, but it's okay. I think that's 3 wide up front.
Car on. Clear. There's an incident ahead. Right side. Clear on the right.
We get the jump on that guy tower outside. I don't want to go into here too.
There's an incident ahead. Go right.
We're right up against this person. Do we late brake? We're gonna,
Car on your
I
left.
guess,
Still
actually
there,
do
hold
it.
your line. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left.
Wasn't really planning on doing that, but I got very bent out of shape on the brakes. We're lucky that we didn't murder anybody. And we somehow even kept our spot, so I'll say that that was probably a success. I'm always very loose there. I don't quite know why. I think it's because it's a weird, like, roller coaster section. And there's a lot of rain on that corner, but very loose every time. Because the car goes very wide here.
Left side.
We're going to attempt to get the jump on him. We do. It's a successful overtake.
You're in the top 10.
So we're currently sitting 8th. Oh. Could have got a better exit than these guys, but I didn't want to risk it. We're still early in this. There will be about like 10 laps or so. Maybe slightly more.
Right side. Clear.
Another overtake. Successful. So we should be sitting in 7th, I believe. Definitely a better chicane right there than the first lap. That's another position a car was off. I don't know why my spotter didn't inform me about that.
Car on your left. Keep to the right.
Car got very loose on exit.
Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Clear.
So we're up to 5th now. Oh. Just hit a wet patch and... If that's my only mistake, I'm fine with it. I lost 3 positions or so.
Slow car ahead. There's an infinite behind.
Just got to keep our head down here. Yeah, I think we're in 8th. I think we're back in 8th position. We're lucky that all we did was kind of spin out there, didn't hit anybody, even though the car behind us had to take evasive action.
Good. Just set the fastest lap. 56.048.
Turn 1 on this circuit is crazy. You have to... You're basically... It's a weird, like, almost... Not a double apex, but very delayed apex to that corner. So you're sitting there, and you're trying to get the best exit out of it, you know? It's a very fun corner. Honestly, this entire circuit with these kind of cars is super fun to begin with. This is what I want from the series. I looked at the preliminary schedule, and honestly, for the GR86s, of course, and I'm just not... I don't know, they're running like combined Monza. I don't know, I don't think this car works with high-speed circuits. I like the more technical, local, you know, circuits. You know, Oulton Park has a really good history, but is a very local track, has a very local feel to it. It's not like this track runs anything big. Anymore, that is. Got a little bent out of shape coming out of there. Fortunately, I don't know the numbers of the corners that well. And I assume because this is an old European circuit, old track in general, I bet every single corner has a name, but unfortunately don't know it.
New bus flat for you. The car in P5, just set the bus to flat. 55.388.
The 18 going wide.
Right side. Stay on the left. Still there. Clear.
I was hoping I'd get a better exit. I think I did. I think I have a pace advantage. I don't know if we're going to get to him, though, before the turn.
Car on your left. Still there. Still there. Clear.
We got that pass done. So we're back up to 6th. The rain becoming very, very light now. And by rain, I really mean how wet the surface is. So I need to look into why I spun out there. I don't know if I hydroplaned or if I was braking and turning too early. I don't quite know. But that incident a few laps ago that dropped me all those spots still feels very surreal to me.
The car in P13, just set the bus to flat. 54.898.
This car is very fun, honestly. Shouldn't be surprising with a rear-wheel drive car, but I just love, you kind of slide it. It's kind of floaty a little bit, but still grounded. You have a huge amount of grip. Very easy to drive, very fun car.
You'll need to consider 55.15. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 2.9 seconds.
I know a lot of people complained about it. I do agree with this. You can actually, like, grip flip the car, so you can, like, you'll over grip the circuit and flip your car. At Lime Rock, which was the first time I ever drove this car, not too long ago, I did that, or at least almost did. Had to somewhat get out of that in order to stay on track. The track limits are not vague, but a little not as permanent as I would really like them to be.
The car in P13 just set the fastest lap, 54.869. The car in P14 just set the fastest lap, 54.748.
I just keep finding more and more pace. I mean, that's proof there's so much more to find out there. That part of the circuit that I struggle so much with is basically dry at this point. Like, I don't even notice it. It might as well be
One just set the fastest lap, 53.83.
completely dry.
One more lap to go. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Sadly, it's going to be one of those things of I made that one mistake and I can't recover from it. Spoke way too soon. Been doing that quite a bit lately. So right there, I spun out again. I think I'm getting too late on the brakes in an area I shouldn't be.
Left side. Stay on the right. The car
I want to try squeezing him.
1.1 seconds. Still there. Clear.
I didn't mean to make contact with him, but I did. I don't know if that was because of the wiggle under braking. So bringing home P6. In a perfect world, we would finish at least P5.
Checkered flag, checkered flag. Great job. You did really well.
Honestly enjoyed the battle with the 5 there at the end.
Going off.
Happy that I got to practice defending. So yeah, that was the race. That was a really short one, but that's kind of what to expect. I plan on at least the upcoming season. The only real like criteria I have is I would prefer a fixed series over a open one, and then for it to be more on the for the first series to be more on the like amateur side, kind of like this car. So yeah, we'll see kind of how the quality of everything went, and hey, expect